All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and get your weekly overview for your love relationship. This is a bonus reading, guys. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, as well as Venus. I would encourage you to also give this video a check if any of those are in your 9th house as well. Guys, I'm going to try to get these 3 oracle cards out here. Well, there they go. Got 4 today. At the bottom of the deck, we have playfulness. So we have true love in the reverse. It is safe for you to love in the reverse, and flirt in the reverse. Now, what I wanted to say was this is piggybacking off of the weekly reading because I felt the energy of love there. So I wanted to see what was that reconciliation energy. So I pulled this out right here. And I try to do it immediately after. As you see, it's getting dark outside. I tried to go into the energy immediately after I finished the weekly reading. And my spirit guides just wouldn't allow me to get settled into the energy. And of course, you know, you learn to play along, go along to get along, and, you know, catch what you can catch while you're in flow of your spirit guides. And I understood why, because there was this clear message that came through as I was watching one of my Atala's tarot. I like him, but I usually sit back and be real quiet because, you know, he gonna call him out and cuss him out. But anyways, so I was watching one of his readings, and it brought the he touched on reconciliation just for a small second, and it's like as soon as he started giving his backdrop, immediately what came to my mind was, oh my gosh, Mercury retrograde shadow period. And you know, it's Mercury Capricorn, and we're going to have a longer than normal time in Mercury Capricorn energy because it's already stationed in Capricorn as we speak. It goes retrograde and it stays retrograde in Capricorn, and then of course when it goes direct, it finishes out the rest of its direct course in Capricorn as well. So it's an extended time here in Capricorn. So those people with a Mercury Capricorn is going to really be called to do some reassessing and recommunicating. You know, there needs to, you know, Mercury. Let me read you my key words for Mercury. Communication and intelligence. Sorry, I try to cut that view out, but it's communication and intelligence. And so with Mercury going retrograde there, you're going to have to communicate and what is it? Come on, give me the word. And you're going to have to communicate and be creative and inventive outside of your norm in order to move forward in this new dynamic. But it has to be communicated clearly. There isn't any space for karmic oopsies. I didn't clarify that, but this is what I really meant. There's no room for that with Capricorn and Mercury. Capricorn and Mercury want you to say exactly what it is you want, and then figure out how to bring that into how to communicate that, and then how to implement that to expand upon that. I pray that translated like it did in my brain. Probably not. But so I say all of that to say this right here. There is a return. But this return I don't feel like it is what you're supposed to. I don't feel like it is what you had in the past is what you're getting now. And I think I even alluded to that in the weekly message when I was like, I don't know the dynamic of which you get this person back or this situation back. But I don't feel like it is the way that you had it in the past. But let's get on to the cards on the board. So my intentions coming into this reading was the closing message from the daily reading, and it says, don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that the love can thrive again. Now, the situation that we have right here is past life relationship. And then there is this energy of true love, but it's in the reverse. And then we got, it is safe for you to love in the reverse, and then flirt in the reverse. So there is a lot of resistance to there's a lot of resistance to being open to what the true definition of this relationship is, even though you feel like there's an like it's like an unexplainable familiarity is what you feel when it comes to this person. But there's resistance to, no, this can't be, no, this isn't that. And because it's so familiar to you, but you're so closed off to it, you're definitely not feeling open to allowing this love in your space. And vice versa. This is the energy of the connection, guys. So this it's safe for you to love is in the reverse, because I don't feel like your heart is open to receiving what this person has to offer. And of course, if you're not open to receiving, you're definitely not open to giving either. So ultimately, the flirt is here in the reverse. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, it is calling for you to, my. See, I'm going to stop right there. It's time to free yourself from the past. You know, it's time to take back your control from the narrative in which you tell yourself. It does not have to be, I don't know. Let's not go there real quick. Let's just stay focused, Kiana. This doesn't have to mean that I'm taking back access to me. No. But it can mean that I'm freeing myself from saying, well, I got to treat you this way because I remember when I didn't treat you this way, you did this to me and I ain't got time for this shit no more. So it's like free yourself from that, because that concept is keeping you in the Seven of Wands energy. So there is something that is needed, like the universe is trying to get you to understand that through forgiveness and releasing of the past, you are going to be illuminated to a more fulfilling experience here in this present moment. And by doing that, you will be able to make the effort and allow this playfulness to consume you, which is what the universe is asking you. That is even indicative in the weekly guidance that was released earlier on Sunday. So there is a need to, really lighten your energy and allow the inner youthfulness to shine through. That's what the universe is begging for from you. But let's get a message of love. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you go back to this the same romantic relationship with this person. But what it does mean is you're open for a new, better and improved version of this journey with this person. I'm not going to spend my days and nights trying to play get backs or anything like that. I'm just going to turn that over to my spirit guides and the divine. Look at here, to my spirit guides and the divine, and allow them to protect me from any. I'll allow them to alert me to when I need to put my defenses up. It says second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. That's the message of love. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of times. Wow. Last one card. Spirit. Okay. I'm glad. Thank you. A warning. Don't dismiss the red flags. No, I am not a negative Nancy, but I just knew what I was feeling deep down within me. There is a need to really take your time on this. There's a need to be patient with this situation, because even though with this being a second chance, and when something comes back around, it is the passion and the magic behind it is more potent than it was the first time around, because there was an understanding of, damn, I miss this person's presence. And so it all gets exploded in that reconnection, right? But I feel like this is for a message for someone that has been there, done that. So this is saying, while that says second chance, this is just another go around. Probably, you probably understand what I'm saying. But this is the need to see that, okay, the first time this happened, the second time this happened, and whatever the case may be, but it's time to learn from those situations and how many ever times that you have allowed your interaction with someone. And then to see that, okay, for this to keep coming back around and this to be the common theme of what really mattered at the end of the day, when when there was connecting energy here, what is it that needs to, how can I lay a more solid, firmer foundation on that? And because anything else is a distraction, and it also provides as a blockage for having the stable opportunity that is being gifted and that you are able to have, retrograde or not. Retrograde only affects you if you are not doing your shadow work, your soul work. You have to work on oneself in order to evolve, because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I don't care how bad someone has hurt you. You must be able to take accountability inside of that person hurting you, because there was some bullshit that you allowed to take place. Sorry for being harsh. I'm a Sagittarius. We're going to give it blunt, but it's with mad love. You know, I want the world to heal. I want us to stop hating each other. I want us to stop doing bad to each other. Off my soapbox. But so there's a need to really take accountability and really do your self-reflecting so that you can gain the biggest benefit from this person also. You know what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't have to be reconciling, so I'm going back to you and you think you just wound up and you just played me like a fool and here I am still. No, that's not what this is. This is saying, okay, in the past you did this and I did this, and the lesson that came from this for me is this, and I'm trusting that Spirit would give me the red flags and the warnings signs as to what areas and what things you have not learned, and I will be able to then address that and place a boundary around that, because that is the only way that I am really going to lay a more solid foundation within this connection. Y'all, we are 11 minutes on Only Oracles. I'm sorry. Not really. Somebody appreciates it. But so that's really what I'm feeling from there. Now, I know we 11 minutes, but I'm not going to shortchange us. Let's get the hidden truth. Let's see what's really hidden here. What's hidden? Okay, Spirit. What's hidden? Guys, if at any point in time you're finding that these messages are resonating and that you're enjoying the delivery of it, we would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. It does give encouragement to your reader, but it also helps grow this channel for other Sagittarians in need. What is the hidden truth here, Spirit? All right. Finding out the truth crushed me. I can't stop thinking about you. I am so attracted to you. Finding out the truth crushed me. So there's some hurt feelings here that someone is definitely not expressing. Let's see. What is this, Spirit? Give me a little more. So I left when I saw you with someone, and you speak to me through music. Okay, so someone, I feel like this is saying that someone might have came and seen someone. That's funny. I'll explain it in a second. Someone might have, I don't know, maybe came by to speak or to, just to touch bases, and maybe saw you with someone, and that gave them the impression that you had moved on, and it hurt. But I feel like that they just went ahead and moved forward as well. This could also be maybe you saw them on social media with someone else. And, that was a hard truth for you, but that was a hard thing for you to accept. But you did accept that as the truth, that it was time to move on. And maybe you now have a connection with this person via music, or this could be them, or this is just the hidden truth. Let's get into the tarot, guys. Spirit, what is the message here? So we have the 7 of Cups. So there's definitely a need to cut through the confusion. There's a need to gain some clarity. There's a need to make sure that you're not getting lost in this fairy tale princess happily ever after. And I'm not saying that that's not possible, but don't get caught up in the illusion of that without Like, you need to speak some logic and some truth and cut away some, it's not all rainbows and unicorns, and we're not going to act like it. We've got the need for forgiveness is here. Like, it can't be that when it's calling for Archangel Michael to come through her, or Archangel Raphael, because that's who's on the Lover's card. Some Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael is in here clearing the way for some forgiveness within the dynamic of this connection. So there's a need not to get lost up in the, he finally, it's not that. It's not that. No matter how bad we want it to be, it's going to require some work. Okay, Spirit, can you, okay, so we've got the Hierophant, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So there is this energy of cutting through the fluff, cutting through the smoke, and really learning the lessons, heeding the lessons. And this also for me with the Hierophant here to the King of Wands, this for me is seeking out someone who is a wise leader. Taking on the wisdom and delegating the roles in order to have the dream, the vision. I want this, gaining clarity on which cup it is that I want to choose and what it is that I would like from this these options. I am going to take the wisdom of the Hierophant, and I am going to delegate responsibilities around me, set up boundaries and parameters around me in order for that to take place. So this is planning, making a schedule for yourself, even this is a love reading, but somebody could need to make a schedule in order to have things play out more balance for you this week. I'm just want to throw that out there. But as far as relationships go, this is understanding and making sure that you're using your wisdom to discern what type of partners you're picking out, because it definitely needs to be something that is passionate and less emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we all want someone who is emotionally vulnerable with us. Absolutely. But the passion, like, we need to become clear on what it is that, what are our goals? What do we want to accomplish? That it's that energy that I'm feeling like is needing to have firm boundaries set. And I feel like that by setting those boundaries, it will make room and clear pathway for you guys to walk away any emotional baggage from the past and be able to really walk forward. You're walking away from the Eight of Cups in search of the Two of Cups. So no, you may not automatically move forward with this harmony. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I do feel like but by letting go of this baggage, it does open up your fields of vision to see and seek the Two of Cups. And then we have the Magician here at the bottom of the deck. Absolutely, there's definitely some, there will be this, I feel like you'll be able to manifest forward movement is really what this is. And I feel like that what you're afraid of, what you don't know, is that you have what you need in order to move forward. There's no need, you don't have to go to the store and buy anything. You don't have to conjure up anything. No, you have to say your prayer and have faith and confidence in yourself that your divine has already given you everything that you need in order to move forward. So, but this is also Gemini energy. That's Gemini. Mercury naturally rules Gemini, and so once again, that communication. The Eight of Wands is also about communication. But one thing that I will say about this Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius energy, okay? So Mercury is definitely significant here in this connection. I don't know if you guys are connecting because of this Mercury retrograde, or if there's some type of Mercury in your synastry chart, but either way it goes, moving forward, Spirit. Mercury is most definitely important here because I feel like that, Sagittarius Mercury is about enjoying the journey and not allowing the journey to harden you or to turn you bitter. And so this is about communicating from that perspective. So with this Magician card being here, this is about manifesting communication that allows us to get through the journey in a way that it doesn't sour or alter the foundation of this connection, which I feel like is friendship. I do feel like it is true love. But, for me, the most important thing when we talk about true love is the friendship. And, with this person if you're going to know this story is about that person, is if that truly and authentically is what you had with them is a friendship. It is about becoming clear on what it is that matters about this connection. What is define what it is that you want. Become clear on what it is you want this connection to look like. Wow. Where are we at? 20 minutes? Yeah, I'm not going to dig too much more. I think it's pretty clear. Actually, okay, so what actions and advice what actions should a Sagittarius be taking in the next 7 days, Spirit? What actions should Sagittarius be taking? The Six of Swords. Not focusing on anything that does not get you to calmer waters. The only thing, yes, closing out cycles of rifts and raft, moving things on to calmer waters. If by addressing it, let me say this. I'm not going to say by addressing it, but if the way that you go about addressing a situation does not have an end game of calmer waters, it needs shadow work. It still needs some work. So if it still needs work, we're definitely not communicating the things that are already in a whirlwind. We're not communicating what we're not clear on ourselves. We're not communicating on subjects that we still need to do shadow work on, right? Because then when this person doesn't give us what we desire, then we're triggered, and then it's a whole bunch of triggered energy, entertaining triggered energy, and therefore coming across the tower moment. And the next week y'all would have me in here pulling my tower spread. Feel me? So we're only focusing on getting to calmer waters. Once we get to calmer waters, we'll allow for this shadow work to take place so that we can address the hard parts. That's why it's not time to jump in the sack with this person. Okay? Anything else, Spirit, for the actions and advice the Sagittarius needs to focus on in the next 7 days pertaining to this connection? The Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So I'm telling you, there is an opportunity. There's an opportunity to be passionate with this person. But, one thing that we have to understand about passion is everything is not that wand, even though it is indicative of that masculine magic thing. There's more to it, and people nowadays, because we have come to the place where we degrade sex, the sacred act, and I say we, because honey, trust me, I enjoy it too. I've just made the conscious decision to abstain from it, and that's going on 2 years. The only reason why it was the day before my son, baby, and that was to bring him in this world safely, because your girl was worried about him. But but that's my personal preference, and it has opened me up to a whole different side of myself. It has allowed me to become passionate about my internal, about things that morally and value that morally matter to me. Let me slow down a little bit. I'm getting, I'm like, we talking about myself, so let me slow down. Anyways, so we have to really decide, what are we going to do with this passion? How are we going to let it play out? Do we go the easy route and have this passionate exchange and overindulge in it? It'll be a lot of rounds. It'll be fun. And all of that good stuff. But I feel like that if you take that route, look here, it's going to make reflecting on this harder. It's going to make reflecting on this Ten of Swords back here a lot harder, when at the end of the day, in order to have the stability and to accomplish the shared goals that you two have, it's going to require this leadership position. And anybody anybody can lay down and have this passionate exchange here, but not anybody can take this passion and merge it together and to create something from the heart space that is fulfilling to not just them, but those around them. They have so much in the reserve from what it is that these two created energetically that it is able to spill over and overflow whenever it is needed. Like, I don't have to be like, somebody be like, hey man, Julia Awakening, I need this reading, and you know, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm kind of tied up over here because I'm wasting my passions physically instead of energy. I'm using my passions physically instead of energetically. When I feel like the mission for whatever this is for the greater good of those around you. This is the Emperor, and this is the King of Pentacles. He is the provider. He provides for his no matter how many his is. And he's like, it just comes natural. Like, yes, they have to put in the work to it, but once they get in the swing of it, there is no stopping this. This is powerful energy here. And the only way that one can have that is if there is a collaboration in order to overcome the hardships. And in order to overcome that as a collective, as collaborating, we're in a love reading. So the second chance, in order to have the second chance, it requires collaboration in facing these financial hardships. And this does not have to be material, like, it doesn't have to be I did say financial hardships. It doesn't have to be financial hardships. It could just be the acknowledging the loss that was taken. And how do we address this, and how do we overcome that? Only collective energy, collective collaboration can bring you there, because it's going to take a lot of wisdom in order to shine a light on the true Ten of Swords. This is no baby. You can't send a page into this energy. Like a page will buckle here. A page is going to buckle at this conversation. A knight will buckle at this conversation. This is a hard conversation to be had. But in order to have that, then there needs to be the dynamic understanding beforehand that we're here on the same mission. We have a common goal. And because of that common goal, we can handle this. We can talk about this. And at any point in time that things get too far off in the hurt feelings, then we can come back to that common goal for a resting point before we move forward. But I am saying that some point in time during this Mercury and Capricorn energy, you're going to have an adult conversation and get to focusing on the stability of what is surrounding you with this person, okay? I don't even remember this came out. Well, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave this reading right here. I pray that this message provided you all with, I'm getting drawn into Spirit. What is it that Sagittarius needs to know to close this message up? Yeah, I clear my energy field. The world is blessed to have you. Just remember that. No matter what, keep your energy field clear. Keep it clear and use this passion to your advantage energetically and not physically. Yeah, the world needs you. Absolutely. Alrighty, I'm going to leave that there, guys. Love and light. I pray that these messages provided you with some guidance on your journey. If these messages did resonate, we would absolutely appreciate a thumbs up down below. And in all that we say and in all that we do moving forward, guys, let's choose peace, love, and light.